There are 4 words that can save a relationship, or completely destroy 3 lives at the exact same time. Maya had kept those 4 words hidden in her chest for 7 years. 7 years of late-night calls, shared secrets, and pretending that being his best friend was enough. So why did she finally lean across a crowded restaurant table, just 48 hours before his rehearsal dinner, and whisper them? "I am in love with you." She didn't do it to ruin his wedding. She did it because she thought it was her absolute last chance to survive. But what Ethan did next, nobody in that room saw coming. To understand why Maya risked everything on a Tuesday night in October, you have to go back to sophomore year of college. Ethan and Maya weren't an instant love story. They were the classic, unstoppable duo. They survived 3 a.m. study sessions on terrible gas station coffee, awful first dates with other people, and the kind of soul-crushing heartbreaks where you only call one person to come pick you up off the floor. Everyone around them saw it. His friends called her his unofficial girlfriend. Her roommates constantly asked, "When are you two just going to admit it?" But there's a quiet tragedy in being best friends with someone you love. You get front row seats to their entire life, but you have to watch them build it with someone else. Enter Sophia. Sophia was brilliant, beautiful, and effortless. When Ethan started dating her during their second year of law school, Maya made a conscious decision: I am going to be the supportive best friend. She smiled at dinners. She gave genuine compliments. She even helped Ethan pick out the exact cut of diamond Sophia liked when he admitted he was going to propose. Imagine sitting across from the love of your life, holding the ring he's going to put on another woman's finger, and having to say, "She's going to love it, man." That's not friendship. That's endurance. Fast forward 3 years. The wedding countdown was down to 1 week. On paper, everything was perfect. Sophia had organized an immaculate venue, a 200-person guest list, and an effortless aesthetic. But behind closed doors, Ethan was changing. He was calling Maya more often. Not to talk about tuxedos or seating charts, but just to talk. Does life always feel like it's moving on fast forward? He asked her one midnight over the phone. Maya sat on her couch in the dark, her heart hammering against her ribs. "Only if you're not paying attention to where you're going," she whispered back. There was a 5-second pause on the line. 5 seconds where neither of them breathed. Ethan broke the silence with a tight laugh. "Yeah. Right. Anyway, I'll see you at dinner on Tuesday." That was the moment the crack appeared. Maya realized something horrifying: Ethan wasn't just nervous about getting married. He was terrified. And for the first time in 7 years, Maya began to wonder, was she staying quiet out of respect, or out of cowardice? Tuesday night. 48 hours before the rehearsal dinner. Ethan asked Maya to meet him for a quick drink at their old neighborhood spot, a quiet, dimly lit Italian place. Sophia was busy finishing last-minute bridal details. It was just the two of them. Just like old times. Except nothing felt like old times. Ethan looked exhausted. He confessed that he and Sophia had gotten into a massive fight that morning about moving to the suburbs. "It feels like she has our entire next 30 years mapped out," Ethan said, tracing a drop of condensation on his glass. "And I don't even know if I'm in the driver's seat anymore." Maya looked at him. Really looked at him. She saw the boy who used to share his cold pizza with her in the library. The man who had walked 3 miles in the snow just to drop off medicine when she had the flu. The person who knew every flaw, every secret, and every dream she ever had. This was the moment. The split-second fork in the road that every YouTube commentary video, every romance novel, and every real person agonizes over. Option A, play it safe. Say, marriage jitters are normal, Ethan. You love her. Watch him walk down the aisle, and spend the rest of your life wondering what if. Option B, set the entire house on fire. Maya leaned in. The noise of the restaurant faded into static. She grabbed his forearm, her grip tight and trembling, and leaned right next to his ear. And in a voice so quiet it barely cut through the air, she said it, "Don't marry her. I've been in love with you for 7 years." Ethan froze. The color completely drained from his face. For 10 agonizing seconds, he didn't pull his arm away, but he didn't speak either. He just stared at her as if she had suddenly spoken in a foreign language. "Maya," his voice cracked. "What are you doing?" "I'm being honest," she said, the tears finally breaking through. "For once in my life, I'm being honest with you. If you walk down that aisle, I will celebrate you. But I couldn't let you do it without knowing that the person who loves you most in this world is sitting right here." Ethan didn't pull her into a romantic kiss. He didn't say, "I've been waiting for you to say that." He stood up so fast his chair scraped loudly against the wood floor. He looked at her with a mix of betrayal, panic, and sheer heartbreak. "You wait until now?" he stammered, his voice shaking. 48 hours before my wedding, Maya. That's not love. That's unfair." He turned around and walked out into the rain, leaving Maya sitting completely alone in the booth. Now, if this were a Hollywood movie, Ethan would have run through the airport or called off the wedding at the altar. But real life doesn't follow a movie script. The next evening, Maya received a single text from Ethan, "Please don't come to the wedding." She didn't fight it. She stayed home. On Saturday afternoon, while 200 guests clapped, Ethan married Sophia. Was it a sad ending? On the surface, yes. Maya lost her best friend. Ethan lost the comfort of an unfiltered friendship. But 3 months later, Maya was sitting in therapy when her counselor asked her a question that changed everything: "Do you regret telling him?" Maya thought about the years of hiding, the fake smiles, the agonizing quiet. She looked up and said, "No. Because for 7 years, I was living a lie to protect his feelings. The moment I whispered the truth, I lost him, but I finally got myself back." Sometimes, the love of your life isn't meant to be your partner. Sometimes, they're just the person meant to teach you that your own truth is worth speaking, no matter how much it costs you.